Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the National Football League. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees. But he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand-new head coach, a brand-new organization in Carolina.
First down, Bridgewater. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tom Brady bringing out the Tampa Bay offense, and week 1 it was Tom Brady's first time starting in a different uniform in 20 years after those 2 decades in New England. Didn't get the result that he wanted, a loss and a little bit of a mixed bag performance, Charles, because he had the 2 touchdown passes, also ran one in on an improvised QB sneak, but a pair of interceptions really cost him.
And how about this? The quarterback he was playing against, Drew Brees, also the master of the improvised quarterback sneak. Both of them do it so well, but Tom Brady, the 2 interceptions that you referenced, one was a pick 6. And last season, didn't have a single game where he threw multiple interceptions all year long. So we know that's unusual for Tom Brady. I would expect a big bounce back going forward for him.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Shedding through the defense. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary. 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson on the touchdown pass from Teddy Bridgewater. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
A try here for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Etor Gross Matos there to bring him down. He put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He finds McCoy. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Second and 4. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Slide for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Tampa Bay taking the field again here, Charles. And before this next drive, let's visit what was easily the most anticipated game of Week 1. Their game against New Orleans. New Orleans getting the better of the Buccaneers, 34-23. Of course, it was the debut of Tom Brady in pewter against...
Say it again. Say it again.
Oh, pewter? Yeah, that's the color, right?
Tom Brady in pewter. We've known this was coming, yet finally it was here. And I don't know about you, but it still seems surreal to see Tom Brady in that uniform.
Yeah, it was strange, and unfortunately a couple of costly interceptions for TB12. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos, the rookie. That's why they drafted him, getting in there and making the play defensively.
Well, he's going to have a lot of guys flustered on the offensive line. They may come out of their stances a little bit quicker because of the speed Yetur Gross-Matos brings off the edge. If you don't get out there, as we just saw there, the quarterback's in trouble, and he'll go down. I love Gross-Matos' first step off the line of scrimmage. He's going to get bigger and stronger, and if he keeps that quickness, he will be a force.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. When you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Bridgewater. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater now. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carolina working back out here for their next offensive possession. Wanted to look back to what they did in week 1, Charles. A loss to Las Vegas, 34-30. Bit of a disappointment for Matt Rule in his coaching debut at the NFL level. And they did come back from 12 down with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to take the lead, but then that was only to see Josh Jacobs score the third of his 3 touchdowns, which was ultimately the game winner. So a bit of a disappointment not only for him, but of course they had a quarterback change in the offseason as well.
Yeah, they're the definition of building, but that doesn't mean they won't be competitive. You already mentioned it, making that comeback to take the lead before ultimately losing the ball game. I think we're going to see a lot of that from this team all year long. Remember, the turnover is huge there. Head coach, new quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater, so many new faces on defense. The fewest returning starters of any team in the NFL. So they go to Tampa next week to take on Tom Brady. He's going to be ticked off after losing his opener. And then they go on the road again, cross-country, to take on the Chargers in Los Angeles.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Now Brady again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Brady on target to Gronk. First down Buccaneers.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Cooper on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute, the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Bridgewater on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The throw over the middle taken in. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. That's more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Dare Ogunbowale. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll go again to Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. It's on field.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there, complete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cooper on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, team.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Carolina.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. First down throw for Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. He completes it to Evans. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. On the delay, Jones. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
For the Buccaneers field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go in the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers now set to take over offensively, and now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time. Down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Sly on for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll throw right away. Fighting to stay upright. And this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He's got the hook up to Miller. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Brady. Completes it to Miller. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And that'll set him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Able to get away. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
Well, there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Cooper on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Open man is Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
16 yards, a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard. Levante David in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 10. A little under 1:50 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10.
Wait, 20. Right there, 56. Here I come.
Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. 45, 45, Mike 45.
Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season
Each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.